Hey, good morning. So I wanted to give you a list of some of my very favorite punk-related records that I haven't mentioned yet. So there's quite a few I've already mentioned that fit into this category, but instead of listing them again, records like the Jerry's Kids records or Bad Brains Rock for Life. I mean, there's a bunch that I already talked about that, the Fix, that are my very favorite records ever. But I'm going to talk about some I haven't talked about yet, okay? Also, I put in the song clips, hoping that was, I don't know, added to the video, and I did not claim monetize to them. So when you see the ads in there, on this one I'm going to put song clips too. That's actually any money generated from those ads go to the band that holds the copyright. When I went into my YouTube details, it said specifically, like, copyright owner is authorizing use, I forget how they worded it, from ads generated, or I don't know, something to that, but there was another word. It sounds like they will get the any money generated, which is a few dollars within probably months, Anyway, I'm not seeing any money from that. And I don't really care. I keep my videos monetized, I have it on, At this point, I make about $20 a month. So, I'm not trying to do this to make money, guys. I'm doing this for fun. So anybody that is questions that, that's the truth, man. I'm making $20 a month. So I just have fun with what I do. And most of you know that by watching my videos, I don't try to generate views. If I try to generate views, believe me, I talk about, Nirvana every video and put Nirvana in the heading, Kurt Cobain in the heading. It's like, you guys know how that works. A lot of videos are on there. People, that's what they try to do. They try to generate views to make money, and they make money. Do I believe in that? Not really. I mean, I think it takes away from the authenticity of what you're doing. Anyway, I'll shut the fuck up and move on. Now, also, when I try to articulate how great these records are, it's a little difficult. So you just have to go and listen to them. It's the music. Let the music do the talking. That's what Joe Perry said on his studio album. So, okay, Zero Boy's Vicious Circle. One of my all-time favorite records. My brother bought a copy of that, and I think we may have heard a couple of songs on a comp from the master tape, and the album just took us by surprise, and it's one of the greatest punk records ever. I mean, it is like, I got to see them a few years ago, and the drummer was 60 years old or something, and he was just playing the same. I mean, they were really good, and they were all easily in their 50s or damn close, 50s to 60s. I think the drummer, I'm pretty sure, was just about 60, if not 60. So that was a few years ago. So phenomenal album. Have to listen to it if you don't know that album. If you do know that album, keep listening to it forever. Okay, second record, TSOL Change Today. Now, this is when they ended up getting another singer. And I think that, I don't know if today people look at this record, how they look at this record when they hear it, because it's a lot different from the other TSOL, the earlier TSOL stuff. But for me, it was around myself and friends, it was like the greatest thing we ever heard when it came out. It was, I mean, the singer kind of sounds like Jim Morrison, a punk rock Jim Morrison.
She lives in Shadow Park, miles from where I dwell. She's an angel of the dark, born and raised in hell. Reckless feelings, poems for the dead, mounting passion, senses reeling. Love is nothing but carnival stealing, you'll see.
But the songs are really unique, like songs like Black Magic and It's Gray. There's just so many good songs on there. Flowers by the Door. It's one of those albums that if it came out in the 90s, they would have been huge. I mean, it would have been like, they would have been freaking huge. If you listen to that whole record, you'll see what I mean. So, anyway, great album if you don't know that album. TSOL Changed Today. Next, Scream, This Side Up. This is their second record. And this is pre-Grohl, few years for sure. So Kent is playing drums on this, and he played drums on the first two records, I'm pretty sure, and that was it. This record was a lot different than the first record. It was more like the songs were more melodic, and you know, kind of came across as a lot different. But it got me right away. There's quite a few songs on This Side Up. Show and Tell Me Baby, I think is the name of that. What's the name of that song? Iron Curtain, really loved the song This Side Up. There's a lot of songs on there that are really unique. Anyway, yeah, Scream, This Side Up, phenomenal. Next, DRI, Dealing With It. This record probably, I don't know, like one of the most influential records for me when a band really changed up styles inside a song, like lots of different changes. So going from fast to slow to like different, intros. I always thought that record was, key to that type of song arrangements.
Hold on. I didn't know you could hear it.
Well, I can. That stuff hasn't done a bit of good. Okay, the party's over.
Okay.
Don't you dummies ever understand anything? You got to go to school. These others are dropouts. What do you care? You
They
why
all
don't you go to
work.
goddamn bed? What's the matter with you?
Dad, I
Well, you.
can wake
I
up.
don't know who this guy is, but
He's
you.
fine.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
already toast.
Hey, get out of my house. I don't need you at all. You come over here
Yeah.
now. I don't want you here tonight. You understand?
That's our only time to practice.
Well,
Dad.
I don't give a goddamn hell what to. I come home to relax. I don't listen to you and these
Okay,
other dummies.
when you come home, we'll
Pat,
stop.
I'm home. I've been home for 4 hours.
You didn't tell us to stop, though.
I'm telling you to stop now. And get
Now
this
we're
guy
stopping.
back out.
Now we're stopping.
There's only greatness going here. Yo, it's everywhere. And if you like that, come on in. Numbers good. Batman. Down door. Batman. Who you are. Batman. Do something. Batman. Kick your butt.
I love that album from beginning to end. Is absolutely classic. If you don't know dealing with it, it's worth listening to more than once, more than twice. RKL, Rock and Roll Nightmare. So when this album came out, it hit everybody in Subvert by storm. I bought it at Bomb Shelter. Yeah, I think that was the record store in Seattle on Capitol Hill. And I think I don't remember if I sampled it when I was up there, but I instantly liked it. And there was a full comic book that they made that they had inside the record. It was only like, $10 or something. I don't know. But I was super stoked. RKL was supposed to come up to Tacoma twice and play, and we were on the show both times, and they canceled because their van broke down, and they couldn't make it. So I think like one of the times Poison Idea played instead, and I don't remember. I think the other time Accused may have been on the bill, and then it was just the Accused, and RKL couldn't play. So, okay, next is Battalion of Saints' Second Coming. This record is also in the standing of being like one of the most intense ripping records ever. It's, I thought about that, and I listed 5 in my last video, and Second Coming is one of those. I mean, I really have to say that. It's that good. So that's one of the greatest. And the cover is Mad Mark Rude. Mad Mark Rude also did covers for the Misfits and Tex and the Horseheads and another Battalion of Saints, and I forget, maybe a couple other records that he did covers for. The next record is Over the Edge by the Wipers. This is one of those albums. It's, I definitely have to say it's one of my very favorite records of all time, and it's my favorite Wipers album for sure. So again, I can't really articulate it. It's just one of those records.
keep on searching anyway. Maybe you'll find someone tomorrow, 'cause you haven't today. So let your mind be carried with the breeze, for you know you're not the ones who carry the disease, but through the lonely one, the only one.
Next record, this was kind of up in the air if I should add this, but a record by Personality Crisis. The record's called Creatures for a While. And I don't know if these guys did 2 records. This might be the only record that they did. But this album, the singer probably has the lowest punk voice, lowest tone of a punk voice of any singer I've ever heard. I'm not sure how tall he was, but there's a video on YouTube of them playing live, and he looks like he's probably 6'5" or something. I don't know, but maybe taller. Anyway, he sounds like he's like, you know, a huge person. But yeah, they're from Canada, and just really great band. Killer album, killer drumming on that record. Like, that's definitely something that I love about that record. They were kind of side to side with DOA, I think. You know, I think the drummer or the guitarist was in DOA at a time. I'd have to look and confirm that. But anyway, so there you go. That's a list. Some of my all-time favorite records. Some. I mean, there's a whole lot. So, anyway, alright. Thanks so much. Bye.